why did you start knowing that obviously you were deceiving your followers?
Yeah, you know, when I first made my apology video, I said, this is a complicated as fuck topic. At least to me it is, right? A lot of people are like, bro, this is not complicated. This is, I did this or I didn't do this for that. But here's the thing. I've been doing testosterone since I was about 40 years old. I'm 44 now. And then about a year and a half ago, I also got on growth hormone. I also experimented with some other steroids about a year and a half ago. I'm currently just on growth hormone and testosterone. Being on testosterone happened well before Liver King social media, right? So that happened about 4 years ago. I've been on social media for about a year and a couple of months. And so, you know, how does it make me feel? It makes me feel like a piece of shit. You know, this was never my intention to mislead people, right? And this is why the brain is such a dangerous weapon. I convinced myself, I justified to myself a couple of reasons why I'm not going to tell the truth. And I'll just share, there's probably about 16 of them. I'll share 2 or 3 with you. Number one, I justified it and I said, this has nothing to do with my message, right? The message is sort of what I shared earlier, these statistics that people are hurting at record. Well, what does this have to do with my message, right? And then the second thing I thought is, I'm not a competitive athlete of any kind. Who the am I cheating, right? This is what I think to myself. And then I think about my own boys. And I think this is not the message that I want 15-year-old boys to hear. So I continue to convince myself to not be honest about this. Again, I know all of this is wrong. I know that I fucked this up. I owe this. This is on me to deal with. And I deserve all the criticism and all the hate that I'm getting. I'll deal with this.
The line is blurred now. And I think the people who followed you want to know how much of this was real.
Yeah, well, 100% of it, really. I mean, my kids
not
do
100%, Brian.
Well, you just asked me how much of what is shown on camera is real. And so I'm going to forcefully push back and tell you absolutely everything on the camera is real. And my kids eat this way. I still eat this way. My wife eats this way. We did this before social media, the Liver King. We're doing it during. We're going to continue to do it after. So what I was not real and or forthcoming about are the PEDs, are the steroids. We still eat raw liver every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We eat raw testicle every day. We have the bone marrow every day. The 9 ancestral tenets is 100% authentic and real. I believe so deeply in this message that I'm going to come off all of the PEDs and show the world what it looks like, you know, to not be on PEDs of any kind and to see if I can still continue to perform at this high level, at this high expectation that I have for myself. I don't know if I'm going to be successful at doing that. I'm just telling you this is my intention right now, is to come off everything and to see what the 9 ancestral tenets without any kind of augmentation whatsoever can do for me in my life.
Do you expect that your revenue is going to drop?
I'm sure it's going to affect the revenue, but everyone needs to understand this is never why we got into this. I got into this because my kids couldn't breathe. I got into this because I believe with my heart and soul that ancestral living is a path to a better life. I don't care if, I hope that customers remain, but what matters more than anything is nose to tail nourishment better be in your diet. If you don't want to get it from one of my companies, I hope you'll get it from somewhere else. You got to eat liver. You got to have bone marrow. You got to have egg yolks. You got to get midday sun. You got to do these 9 ancestral tenets. And if we don't, we'll continue to hurt at record rates. We've never been in a position that we're in today. And so once again, I hope you'll continue to engage with my content. I hope customers will continue to remain customers. If you don't do that, you got to get the nourishment somewhere. And so I hope that you'll go somewhere else to get that nourishment.